P2P, S2P, procure to pay or source to pay are very key functions of any organization. Let's talk about how procure to pay as a function and its transformation can really bring in healthy efficiencies to the bottom line of the organizations. Not only bottom line, but increase customer satisfaction, supplier satisfaction, and even employee satisfaction with the help of a smoother and more efficient operations. If we look at age-old procurement system, which is very manual, driven by ad hoc decisions, not driven by intelligent analytics decision for the procurement, be it direct or indirect. Let's talk about direct procurement first. In fact, we were in a review, I was talking to one of my customers and doing a review. We were looking at one of the KPI of the delay in invoice payment, and we figure out that the payment is delayed because the advance shipping notification and the receipt of a good, there is a difference of almost 15 days. Why 15 days? Why do we need 15 days between shipping notification and the receipt of material? Then we unearth that it is far off. Far off? Far off implies what? Two. One, longer the distance, longer the freight cost. Huge loss. Longer the lead time, longer high inventory carrying cost, because you have to carry that inventory for the timely production for 10-15 days, and that is high value item. But did it occur earlier before we look at the KPIs? So most important aspect, if we look at even the direct procurement, is that what is your lead time, what is your value of the goods, how much is your inventory carrying cost. The demand is generated based upon your forecast as well as order, but are you really sourcing well in time, effectively, efficiently to even deliver to the customers in time? Let's talk about indirect procurement. Do we really understand on the indirect procurement the amount of a saving organization can get? If we talk of an analyst like APQC, Hackett and others, everyone claims that it is very easy to bring in 15 to 20% efficiencies to the bottom line directly by controlling indirect procurement. Do we really know what is our tail spend? What is our long tail spend? What is our short tail spend? What is our medium steady tail spend? If we look at any organization who has not really started working on the path of a transformation, your maverick spending or just-in-time spending or row spending is as high as 65-70%. Can we control it? Yes, of course we can. We really need to look at a strong category and catalog management, strong vendor negotiation of the prices for office supplies, as it is. One can easily say, what's wrong? It's just a stationery. No. If you consolidate the stationery requirement across the global organization, it will come into billions of dollars. You save very easily by really centralizing and channelizing your procurement and consolidating your requirement for the indirect procurement, and if you have really done good on a category and a catalog management. You go on the payables. I was surprised to really read when I was reading certain articles that even as low as a 4% value spend of our indirect procurement, organization is getting as high as 70% of the invoices. What does that mean? 2/3 of your payables team time is getting devoted to really paying of these invoices. Is it really worth? Can't we have an auto pay feature for any threshold, let's say amount less than $100 or $1,000 or whatever we may define as a controls? So if we look at the entire procure to pay cycle, there are opportunities at every stage, even at the beginning of a vendor onboarding. Again, I was talking to one of my customers. They were saying for a control perspective, they need to send before they onboard a vendor to 3 different functions. One, to check social security number. One function to check bank records, account details and all other details. And one for checking up your tax details. Do we need that? Today, with the age of robotic process automation, I can do all these 3 checks and onboard vendor automatically without human intervention in less than 3 minutes. And how much time you can imagine these 3 functions if are doing manual checks, they would be taking. At least one person per function would be devoting at least an hour each. So 3 hours for vendor onboarding vis-a-vis 3 to 4 minutes with the help of automation and robotics process automation. Similarly, looking at your entire workflow and management and categorization of your entire procure to pay process with the help again of automation and of intelligent workflows and analytics, the bottom line saving organization actually have achieved. We can look at the data from the analyst is as high as 35-40% within the first year of transformation exercise itself.